playing this early game. You know, I know some people were upset that we played the early game, but part of the reason why we did it was because of knowing how the weather might change things, okay? And, you know, when I saw our draw, and I don't mean this in any way disrespectful towards our opponent, but I felt that we could save Lang for game 2 and Poche for game 3. And I thought if we treated the first game like we do the midweek games, typically where we piece it together with the bullpen, that could be successful against this particular team. And so if you know, the rain hit us at any time, that wouldn't adversely affect us. If we, for example, started the game with Poche or Lang, and all of a sudden after one inning we've got I don't know how long the rain delay was, it probably was in excess of 2 hours, all of a sudden you can't bring that guy back, you lose him for the entire weekend. And I didn't want to see that happen. And so I also didn't want to see our team have to sit through a long rain delay for another game that was being played, and then our game kept getting pushed back. So this is the one game the whole weekend where we're allowed to dictate the time that we play. After now, we just got to follow the bracket. The second thing of why we wanted to play the early game was if we win the first day, then we're playing a night game tomorrow night, a second game. That means we don't get to take batting practice on the field, we don't get to take ground balls, we don't get to work on our skills. If we're fortunate enough to win tomorrow night, then we'll play again on Sunday night. Once again, we don't get to take batting practice on the field and so forth. So, you know, these kids are not robots and they need to practice their skills. So for all those reasons, we played the first game, and because we were playing the first game and knowing the rain, that's why we decided to do this midweek format with the pitchers. And so I looked at it as an opportunity to run a lot of guys out there and get them used to the environment in a regional atmosphere, you know, with a big crowd and all the things that were at stake. I thought Cartwright gave us a really good first inning. The plan was to have him throw 2 innings, and then go to Bain and have him throw 2 innings, and then go to Norman and have him throw an inning or 2. And then after we were at going into the 6th inning, I had a group of pitchers that were one option, and then another group of pitchers that were a second option, depending on what was happening with the ball game. When the rain hit us after just 1 inning, Cartwright, I didn't want to bring him back after the 2-hour delay, so that meant we had to make up the inning with somebody else. And so Bain had such a quick first inning and second inning, they were so aggressive swinging at first pitches that I thought, let's get Bain out there again for the 3rd inning, and then it didn't go so well in the 3rd. So we hooked him after that 3rd inning, and then, you know, went with the other guys, and I thought it worked out well. Most of the guys I thought threw really well coming out of the bullpen.